Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Alexander Volkanovski sends a message to Diego Lopes. All he says is that it's not happening, mate. It ain't happening. We're going to get into Alexander Volkanovski's comments at our own, as always. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes was something that caught me by surprise, in all honesty, when I first read the article on, I believe it was UFC's YouTube page. Not an article, rather, it says post. Long story short, obviously, news comes alongside the news of, obviously, Ilia Topuria vacating. He hasn't done it yet, but he will vacate his featherweight title in the future in order for him to potentially move up to 155, according to everything that's been said leading up to this news, obviously. That being said, it puts Alexander Volkanovski in a great position to go in there against Diego Lopes. This is a fight that we actually talked about before to determine the number one contender. Obviously, Volkanovski was always going to challenge for a title next, and now he finds himself against a rising opponent in the form of Diego Lopes to determine our next featherweight champion. Now, this fight is very different from the rematch against Topuria for Volkanovski. Diego Lopes is a different kind of fighter. I think this fight is perhaps more suitable for Alexander Volkanovski and his style than the Ilia Topuria fight. Ilia Topuria is an extremely difficult fight for anybody, in all honesty, whether it be featherweight or lightweight. The guy possesses a boxing really second to none. With all respect to Max Holloway, with all respect to Ilia Topuria's boxing, I do digress a bit, but I have trouble accepting MMA fighters venture out to boxing world to face actual boxers. I would not have any problem with Ilia Topuria doing it just because the guy's so good with his hands. He's proved it time and time again. That being said, Alexander Volkanovski finds himself against a Diego Lopes, which I think is a more suitable fight for Alexander Volkanovski. It's going to be a tough fight for both gentlemen. Diego Lopes is a heck of a fighter. I just don't see Diego Lopes possessing the same power, potency of power, and technique as Ilia Topuria. With all respect to Diego Lopes, obviously Ilia Topuria is the champion, so he's proved himself. We can put him in a separate slot than the rest of the fighters, but I really do believe that Ilia Topuria has much more power in his punches than Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes is just, I imagine this fight more suitable fight. It's going to be a more fun fight to watch. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. And this fight might very well go the entire 5 rounds, in all honesty. Obviously, Alexander Volkanovski saying to Diego Lopes that this not will happen. You will not win the title. I believe Alexander Volkanovski's chances of defeating Diego Lopes are bigger than his chances of defeating Ilia Topuria in a rematch. With all respect to Diego Lopes here. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.